Hey besties, hi guys, and before we get into this video, I just feel like I have to share this with you guys. I met Lauren Roberts. If you don't know who Lauren Roberts is, where have you been living? She's the author of Powerless. I love Powerless so much. I met her on Wednesday, it's Friday right now, and I still can't believe it. Also, some of my book friends I met, they made me like a little bracelet. I'm gonna remake it and put it on like an elastic band so I can wear it, because this is on a string and I can't tie it or lose it. So, as I was saying, I met Lauren Roberts. I'm gonna put pictures in, it was amazing. I'm still in shock. I just can't believe that happened. Like, that happened to me. I got my book signed, Powerless and Powerful, personalized by her. I'm going to show you. Both of them are Waterstone special edition because I wanted them to match, so I got them both from Waterstones. Today's video is a Freida McFadden reading vlog. If you don't know Freida McFadden, she is the author of the popular book, The Housemaid. It's everywhere on Book Talk. Everyone has read it. I read it last year. I read The Housemaid and The Housemaid Secrets, and I was like, oh, this book's amazing. I'm really getting into my thriller era, so why not purchase more books by the author? I bought 6 more of her books. I've read 5 of her books so far. These are the remaining 3 that survived and made it to this video, because I was gonna film this video in February, by the way. When The Teacher came out, I was gonna film this, but it just never happened, so I still haven't read this because I want to vlog it. And now it's May. As I mentioned, this is a Freida McFadden reading vlog, and I'm super excited to read it because I love her books. And I could never guess the plot twist. Like, am I the only one who could never figure it out? Every time I guess something, it's always wrong. The books I'm gonna be reading in this video is The Inmate, The Teacher, The Locked Door. I actually started this one today because I went to the library this morning. I've read 5 chapters of this so far, and I'm intrigued to see how this is gonna go. Give me all the details. Inmate is about Brooke. She moved back to her hometown. She has a son, by the way. And also a testimony put Shane, the star author, back in jail for like the rest of his life. You guessed it, Shane is also Brooke's son's father. Now she's back in the town, working at the prison where Shane is locked up. So you kind of see where I'm going with that. That's why it's called The Inmate, by the way. You get it? Okay, good. The teacher, I don't really know. It was a student-teacher affair scandal, and Addie is a student. She can't be trusted, she lies, she hurt people, she destroys life. Nobody knows the real Addie. Eve is a teacher, and then she finds out a secret. That's why it's called The Teacher. Oh, makes sense. The last one is The Locked Door, and 11-year-old Nora Davis was up in her homework, and she had no idea her father was killing women in the basement. Until one day, the police arrive at the front door. Oh, this is great. Somebody's trying to get Nora to take the fall for that, so obviously she's gonna investigate. Get yourself a little cutie drink and your book and read with me. Hey guys, I finished reading The Inmate, and I just want to give you guys a quick review because it took me a while to read because I didn't really enjoy it as much. Also guys, I bought a Kindle. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This summer I'm gonna read a lot. I've always wanted a Kindle, but I just never could commit, and I did. I read like half of the book on my Kindle, and the other half my physical copy. I give this book 2 stars. This book just felt very different from like Freida's other book. The writing felt basic and predictable. I kind of know where this is going, and it felt very rushed and not very planned out. That's how I felt reading this book. I did not enjoy it really. I found it very hard to get through. I had to push myself to basically read it because I didn't want to DNF it. So I was like, I should just try. Maybe it's gonna give it a like. I did like the ending. Like the epilogue was crazy. I did not expect the epilogue. It was like the one thing I did not see coming. But the rest, I was kind of like, I kind of know where this is going. This book follows Brooke. She's our main character. She has a son called Josh that she had with her ex-boyfriend Shane, who is in prison. Who's been in prison for like about 11 years because she testified that he was trying to her the one night she spends in his house, and then the students just went from there. The thing is, Brooke is such an annoying character. She's so annoying. She broke every rule they give about working in the prison. They're like, do not do this, do not do that, but she went and did all of that. So annoying to me and infuriating, because why can't you just listen and follow the rules? It was so annoying. She's so predictable. She didn't have like a character development. She didn't change. Honestly, I don't have too much to say about this because, as I've mentioned, I don't really enjoy it. Not one of my favorite books, would not be reading. Do I recommend it to you? Not really. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really recommend. But I do recommend The Housemaid. I really enjoyed that one. That was such a good one for me. I have 2 more books to read in this video, The Locked Door and The Teacher. I think I'm gonna read The Teacher next because I've been wanting to read this for so long. So I think I'm gonna start this tonight because it's 7:30. Anyway, this is going to be the next book I read, The Teacher. This one is about Eve and Addie. Eve is the teacher and Addie is the student who lies and she hurts people and can't be trusted. But then I think Eve found out the truth and Addie would do anything to keep her quiet. So I'm kind of excited to see how that goes. I think this is such a cool, pretty cover. I'm just excited to read this. I'm back with another update. I finished reading The Teacher and I rated it 4 stars on Goodreads. I'm just gonna tell you what I think about this book. This book was pretty weird. Both of the characters, Mr. and Mrs. Bennet, Eve and Nate. Eve is the wife and Nate is the husband. They work at the same school and then they kind of got involved with the students called Addie, and the story kind of takes place from there. But all of them need therapy. I'm therapy for everyone in this book. This book was like the weirdest thing, but it was so cool and so intriguing and kept me hooked. The whole time I couldn't put it down. Once I started it and I go into it, I couldn't drop it. I should have read it all in one day. I've seen some people say they don't like the book, but I get it where they're coming from, because when you think about it, when you finish it, you sit down and you think about it, you're like, oh, that's kind of weird. The last chapter, the plot twist, I did not see that one coming. I never expected that one. That was so shocking to me. That was like the biggest one for me, to be honest, because I kind of knew where the rest were going. Addie got involved with Nate, even though it was very inappropriate because he's the teacher, she's the student. I don't want to spoil it for you. You just have to read it and find out what happened. That is the second book in this video. I've read this too. Last book I'm going to be reading is The Locked Door. This one follows Nora Davies. Her father used to kill people 26 years ago, and her father's in jail. She's like 30 years old, but then someone is trying to frame her for a death. They killed someone the way her father did. Oh, she's a doctor, right? The people she worked with don't know about her father because she changed her name. I finished this. As you've seen, I rated it 4 stars, but then I sat back for like 20 minutes now and I thought about it. I'm changing the rating to like 3.5 stars. It's not that it's a terrible book. 3.5 stars is still like such good rating for a book. There wasn't much going on in it. It wasn't really like, wow, this is so exciting, my blood is pumping, I'm at the edge of my seat, that sort of thing. No, it wasn't like that. It was just like I was reading like a book about someone's life. It was basically me just following Nora through what she does in a day and go home to her empty house, who she talks to daily, that sort of thing. It didn't really feel like mystery, thriller, nah. Only towards the end, like a couple of chapters towards the end, was when it really picked up. And I was like, oh, now this is interesting. What is going on? But for the most part, it was just boring. I'm going to recommend this book to you if you want to read it. Of course, read it. It's barely under 300 pages. I think it has 294 pages. This book follows Nora Davis through her life 26 years after her father has been in jail for murdering like 20 or 30 people. Just like, what, crazy, overly ambitious much? It's just her life as a surgeon. I put in a few clips of me reading Never Lie by Freida McFadden, which is a little bit annotated. I feel like it's the only book I annotated so far. I'm gonna go on Goodreads and see what my rating was. I rated it 3.75 stars on Goodreads. I don't really remember what this is about, but this book was also kind of crazy. This one was like a thriller one, kept me involved in looking. I was like, oh, this is quite interesting. But I really don't like some of the characters in this book. Trisha low-key was kind of annoying sometimes, and she did some really dumb stuff. With all that being said, oh my gosh guys, look at this book I got from the Works. It's Collide by Bob. The Works edition. Look how pretty that is. With all that being said, that is the end of this video, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and turn on post notification, and I'll see you guys in my next video.